Welcome to our big match preview as Saints travel up to Middlesbrough for the final away game of the season. This big match preview backed by Labrits, but someone's back. Nick, good to see you again, mate.
Yeah, good, yeah. Heavy workloads.
Well, Middlesbrough away on Saturday. You know, we go into this game with lots of disappointment. It looks like our season is... We're going into this game a bit of a whimper and the season's just falling apart.
Yeah, I mean, I said previously, that Claude Puel's future at Saints would depend on how he performed in the last 10 games of the season as such. And, it's not been going too well. We should be beating sides. It was disappointing to give away 2 goals against Arsenal when they were there for the taking. But something isn't right. And, if we can't go to Middlesbrough, who were already relegated, and beat them, I think, that's going to say a lot of things to a lot of people.
Well, obviously, reports suggest that Puel could be on his way out this summer, but we'll touch upon that in a different video. But Middlesbrough, as you said, they are already relegated, and when I spoke to the guys from the Borough Red Army channel, they don't know what sort of team they're going to put out because they're not sure whether it's going to be a kids that's going to give them a chance or whether they're just going to try and play for some pride. But what we need to ensure is just make sure we get the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, ironically enough, in the first half of the season, that was something that we could say, we don't know what sort of team we're going to put out. But now it's gone the complete roundabout turn. We know what we're going to put out and we're getting the same results week in, week out. Our games fall into perhaps 3 tranches. They fall into when we played some sides like Sunderland, Watford and Palace, where we've won on the face of it fairly comfortably, or they fall into games like West Brom, Liverpool, Bournemouth and Hull, where in many respects, we've got results or got points, but it's been down to the fact that their side, Bournemouth especially, West Brom especially, and Liverpool, where they haven't taken their chances. Or it comes in the fact that, like Chelsea, Manchester City and Arsenal, where you just can't give them the chances. And I mean, the Arsenal game Wednesday, was symptomatic of the season for me in the fact that we defended well for long periods and then we gifted them 2 goals through lapses in concentration. Liverpool had 2 lapses in concentration, the incident for the penalty and the last-minute header where he was just left unmarked 6 yards out and a great save from Fraser Forster and didn't take him. Arsenal got there too and did.
And as you said, it's a case of taking our chances and Sunday or Saturday even, we need to take some chances and actually give Gabbiadini the ball. He's been feeding off scraps over the last couple of weeks, hasn't he?
Well, I think the problem is this, and I know some people won't like this to hear this, but the fact of the matter remains, if Jack Stevens and Yoshida were our centre-backs at the start of this season or are our centre-backs at the start of next, there'll be plenty of people talking about how inept Les Reed is and our failure to get people. Now, what the problem is, Claude Puel has 2 choices. He either sits everyone behind the ball and keeps a solid 3 in front of the 2 centre-backs to protect them, or we try and attack and then we get blitzed. I mean, we tried to attack Manchester City, we tried to attack Chelsea and they just carved us apart. Bournemouth, we sat deep for 60 minutes and when we took Ward-Prowse off and tried to attack them, they carved us apart. The fact is, the team have lost all confidence because they know that if we actually go out and commit men forward and attack players, but we're just going to get caught on the break because the central defence are not fast enough to deal with breaks. Harsh, and I know a lot of people will go, oh no, Jack Stevens is one for the future or Yoshida is this. I'm afraid that doesn't cut it with me. They wouldn't get into any other Premiership team. I've got nothing against them, but they're just not good enough. And the problem over the last 10 games is we've stuck with them when there's been plenty of other options. I think we've conceded something like 20 goals in 13 games together, about 1.5 goals a game. And it's not good enough.
Well, I mean, the positive that we can take into Saturday's game is that Middlesbrough are the lowest scoring club, I think in the top 3 or 4 divisions, and certainly in the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean that's it, and I mean that's a hard job for Claude Puel actually, because we've got to go there and win. Middlesbrough are now going to play without fear, and because they've got nothing to lose, and if we go there and lose, it's going to be uproar. I mean, the irony is, you know, if we'd have won Wednesday night, we'd be eighth in the league. We didn't. You know, if we lose at Middlesbrough, it's still a good. If we lose at Middlesbrough, the chances are we won't finish in the top 10. We win at Middlesbrough, the chances are we'll finish 8th or 9th.
Okay, mate, let's finish up with a score prediction and what you're going for, mate.
Good God. I mean, luckily enough, I think I was asked on the radio what my score prediction was for the whole City game. And I said, but given how bad Hull's defence is and how bad ours are, it should be 4-3. But I think it's probably going to be 0-0. And it was. And I mean, that's probably this. You just don't know. It could be 4-3 to us. It could be 3-1 to us. It could be 1-0 to Middlesbrough. It could be 0-0. I mean, I'll go for 3-1 because I always do the Saints, but I wouldn't like to guess. I'm not putting any money on it.
Well, let's not hold our breath anyway. But thanks for watching our big match preview. Also, don't forget to check out the Southampton away show. We've got some brilliant T-shirts for the final away game of the season, the Gabbiadini theme. I think the T-shirts are about £10 or 2 for 15. But anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, your predictions for Middlesbrough. If you like the video, leave it a like and subscribe for more.